Doing this will not only familiarize you with the layout and structure of the exam, but it will also help you find any gaps in your knowledge. Hello everyone, how are you doing? My name is Caslin, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking to you guys about something that I think a lot of you will find extremely helpful. If you've ever dreamt of living, working, or studying in an English-speaking country, it's probably very likely that at some point you will have to take an English proficiency exam, a test to prove your reading, writing, listening, and speaking skills. So to help you guys achieve your dream of living abroad, today I'm going to be sharing with you my 5 top tips to pass your English proficiency exam. Firstly, there are many different types of English proficiency tests. The most well-known are the IELTS, TOEFL, CAE, and CPE. But no matter what proficiency test you're taking, the 5 tips that I'm going to give you today will definitely help you achieve a high mark. The first very helpful thing that you can do before going into your proficiency exam is know the layout of the test. So before you start, you should know how many parts there are, how long each part will take, how many points each part has, and you should also know some of the question types that you might encounter in your exam. Knowing as much as you can about the test before the exam day makes sure that you're not surprised by anything and you're completely prepared for the exam. Another extremely important thing to do before you start your exam is figure out how to pace your time. You might know in the written section of your test that there are 20 short questions and 1 long essay question, and that you have 1 hour and 30 minutes to complete that section. You might know from your previous study and practice that it takes you around 1 hour to write a good essay. That leaves you half an hour to do the other 20 short questions, and that's around 1.5 minutes per question. Figuring out how to pace your time is extremely important, as it makes sure that you're not going to spend too long on one question and not have enough time to complete the rest of the exam. Also, when you're figuring out how to pace your time, make sure that you add in some time to check over your answers as well. My third tip is do practice tests in test conditions. Now, what I mean by this is go online, find some practice tests for the exam that you're studying for, and sit those tests as if you were sitting the real exam, and make sure that you mark them afterwards as well. Doing this will not only familiarize you with the layout and structure of the exam, but it will also help you find any gaps in your knowledge. So whenever you get a question wrong, you know, oh, that's something that I don't know and haven't studied enough. So make sure you highlight that thing and you go back and learn it really well. Keep on doing practice tests until you feel really comfortable and you're achieving the score that you're aiming for. This is a study technique that I use and it works consistently. Tip 4 is in your exam, read ahead. Before you start answering questions, if it's allowed, it's a very good idea to flick through your exam to take a look at some of the questions that are there. This will help you spot the easy ones that you know are going to be quick to answer, and then the hard ones, which you know you have to spend a little bit more time on. This will not only help you pace your time, which I said before is very important, but it will also help you avoid that awful situation where you've spent way too long on the easy questions and not left enough time to really answer the hard ones, which often are worth the most points. Reading ahead is especially important in the listening section of your exams. In the listening section, most often you're asked to listen to a recording and then answer some questions based on that recording. Reading the questions beforehand is really helpful because it lets you pick out some keywords to listen for in the recording. So even if you don't understand everything that's said, if you hear those keywords, then you know how to answer the question. A great tip is if the recording gives you time to read over your answers, don't. Just go forward and read the questions that are coming next. Reading the next questions is way more helpful than checking over your answers. And my last tip is to make a goal. Having goals has been shown to improve exam performance as it helps increase our motivation and focus. Your goal can be whatever you like, A common one is to aim for a specific score, maybe a score of 8 in the IELTS. A difficult but good goal. Keep your goal in mind when you study and let it motivate you to work hard. You can measure your progress through practice tests and make sure to reward yourself when you achieve it. And that was my last exam tip for you guys. I know exams can be really scary, but if you work hard and do your best, I'm sure you will do great. Don't stress out too much, I believe in you. I hope you found this video helpful, guys. If you did, please leave me a like and share it with any friends that you think might find it useful as well. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. If you have questions for me or a video request, you can leave those in the comments or send them to me on my social media. Good luck in your exam, guys. See ya!